So let's try.
Okay.
Yeah. Today we have Stas from Ukraine. He is one of my oldest friends on Twitter. Hi, Stas.
Hi.
And in this month, he also has grown a pretty good bird. So how are you, Stas?
I'm fine. As you may know, I was ill a bit for like 2 weeks, but now it's totally fine. My health is 100% good, and I can do stuff like before.
Yeah, perfect. And when I publish this video, we will be close to Christmas. So I don't
Yeah.
know, but yeah. So yeah. So Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you
So
too,
what?
and everyone.
Yes. Yeah. So here we can. I really was looking forward for this conversation, for this video call, because we have never talked before. I feel like a
Yeah.
friend because we have chatted so much.
Only chatting, and this is the first video we are
Yeah,
in live.
finally I'm happy, and also I'd like to hear more about your story, your 2020 story, because you had
Yeah.
something that you did in this in this year. So can you please
Yeah,
this
okay.
about this?
In general, I was in Twitter like 7 or 8 years, but I haven't posted any stuff before. I started like publishing some things only in last year, I think. It was mostly about my personal story of learning different things, especially coding. I was working like a recruiter in our company, and I thought that I need to move further, and I started learning coding. So starting in 2020, I think my activity grew in like 5 or 10 times. I spent a lot of time on Twitter. I started posting more and more. Maybe you remember I posted these tables from GitHub about my everyday goals.
I wanted to talk about that, so thanks for remembering me that, because they were really great.
Yeah, that was like my main posts at January, February, I think, this year.
Yeah.
And step by step, I'm moving from my recruiter position to development. And my main post was about changing career from recruiter to full-time developer. This post was pretty popular. A lot of people asked if they can take this post and publish the same thing.
I still remember that one. I remember that.
And in September, I totally moved from recruit in the same company. I stayed in the same company, and I moved from recruiter to full-time developer position. So now I'm working 3 months as a developer. Mostly I'm working with front part, but also learning backend to become a full stack developer. So like it's in short my story. Also, when I meet first developers on Twitter, it was end of last year, I think. I followed just a few developers. They motivated me to post things like my goals. I don't know, some different motivational stuff to support 100 days of codes, the hashtag. And at February this year, I think I had like 100 followers, and my goal was to hit 500 followers this year. I made a post. I was like crushing a lot to get this goal, and then several people, including you, as I remember, this was Mark, Katalin, maybe some other people. I don't even remember all of them, but several people promoted me, posted their tweets about me, and my account grew like a lot. Now I have about 11K followers, and my goal is like 700% done.
Sometimes on socials it's insane that how can this snowball fast. I still am excited about that. I still can figure it out. I still remember that I made this post like introduce yourself to other developers. It's something that I like to do often. I've done this also lately. Now I get many comments. I try to answer to them all. Sometimes it's hard. It's like 1,000 comments. It's hard.
A lot of people are writing there.
Yeah, but I remember that I've published this post on the beginning of March. I didn't have so much many followers, and you were one of the 3 first that answered to this one. I still remember that. It's strange. Okay, I think I remember that it was the beginning of March, and also it has been like a very good tweet for me. Also to get some people that watched to my account, and also to meet other developers as we did. Really
some new audience that will be interested in your posts.
Yeah, because I've decided in February that I would have followed like 99% only developers, maybe even more than 99%. I think that I have 2 or 3 people that I follow that are not developers. You were like a half a developer, so let's say like that, but still a developer. But so can you talk about your activity on Twitter? That is very it is very useful. I'll call this useful for people, because you were really active in this try to help people maybe to work on their CV. So can you talk about this, because I think this would be useful for someone who is watching this video.
So I was a recruiter, and I was worked a lot with different resumes. I have pretty good experience with checking different CV, checking different people's stories, checking different job opportunities that posted on LinkedIn or other boards. I've checked this all stuff a lot, and when I moved from recruiter to developer, this is my journey that started in this year. I thought that my experience as a recruiter can help other people to get their first job or the new job. So I started posting different stuff about how people can improve their CV, what steps do they need to do to get a new job, where can they find it. So this different stuff. Recently, I started also posting different blog posts on Hashnode and DevTool. This stuff will be growing next year also. I'll be posting much more content about getting a job, how to enter this area. Also, I had a hashtag like yours. I know you also help in.
I've seen that you use that is a remdevjob, which is something that came in my mind. Like at the end of February, I've retweeted this recently. It was like just a tag to be helpful. It's not my property. I've just invented these nine letters. But sometimes, for example, I also check this. So you can, it's a chance that you can use that. And because basically, because I've never been on Twitter before. So after February, I started noticing that people, they are really looking for jobs. It's really a problem. That
yes, actually, I saw a lot of tweets when people trying to find this job, and they all look like lost. They don't know what to do. I mean, they know some technologies, maybe even some basic, but they don't know where to go. Where do they need to find these job opportunities? What do they need to do with their CV? I've already received a lot of different resumes, and like half of them were bad, really bad. They had a lot of stuff to improve. I mean, when you're applying to some company, they received not only your CV, they're receiving tens, hundreds CVs.
Thousands.
And
maybe.
Yeah. Big companies receiving much more resumes on the same position. And if you have bad resume, it can be skipped in 3 seconds. they will not even read it.
less.
Yeah, yeah. One recruiter had like 50 resumes to check today. He will open the resume, will see it's not actually good. He will close it, and they will forget about you. So it's really important to
and let's say that
resumes.
let's say that this could be really a pity, because maybe you are a good developer, you have skills,
Yes.
you know languages, so maybe
Yeah.
you are just bad at making your CV. This is really a pity, because maybe you have studied years and
Yeah,
then
it's really a big problem. For example, I've also checked interview recruiter from Google said that they received 2 million resumes in 1 year. 2 million resumes. How do you think they need to like check them? She said that actually they check in like 30% of all of these resumes. So it's a big like flow of these resumes, and recruiters, HRs, they can't even check all of them. So when some recruiter or HR opens your CV, he needs to understand, yeah, I want to check this person. I want to read more about him. That's why it's kind of really important to get his attention in 1-2 seconds. So your resume must be really impressive from the first look. So it's really important thing.
And I think that we are not talking about cheating, just like give a good impression to the interviewer. I am an interviewer too. So, and sometimes how you format the CV, what you say in a CV can really make the difference. I can say this by my personal experience.
Yeah. Also from my personal, I have like 3,000 different recruiters in my LinkedIn. They are mostly from Ukraine, but the thing is, no one likes this percent in CV when you like, I know HTML in 90%, I know CSS in 60%, what that means. Nobody liked it.
Sometimes I joke about that. This is the percentage of the Udemy course that you have done. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. So stuff like this. For example, also some recruiters like when you have a photo, they can check what is this person, how he or she looks, and for some recruiters it's a big plus. But I also saw a lot of opinions when people said that no, don't put your photo. It will be like more neutral. So when a recruiter will check your CV, he will not put some pluses or minuses just because of your photo. So
what do you think?
It also
about,
depends.
What do you think about that?
I think it's better when you have a photo because a recruiter will check your CV. He already see who is this. Is this person that sent me a resume? Because I had some situations when one person said, I will send you a resume, and I received a resume from totally different person. So it's also like important thing.
In my opinion, is good. It's not a must. It depends on what you're looking for.
Not a must, but optional thing that can give you some pluses.
Exactly. So for me, it's a plus. Like an interviewer, if I had 10 CVs and one is without the photo, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll check this later, because if I can't see the photo, maybe it's it's like on Twitter, when you put a picture instead of just a text, you get more attention. That's
much more
to get more attention.
Also, this is a good stuff when we spoke a few minutes ago that you need to impress this HR from the first seconds, and if you have photo, you already have some attention from this person. So in my personal opinion, you should have a photo in your CV. It's optional, but I think you should.
Yeah, of course, we're talking about tips. It's not enough to just have a photo with an empty CV. We are talking about tips. What can you do to improve? Maybe you have never put a picture of yourself, because maybe you say, oh, I don't have an actually picture of myself. Maybe this, and maybe you're getting rejected. People don't answer to you. Maybe it could be Yeah, a good move to try to put that, for example. This is
yeah, actually building your resume, it's much more complicated stuff than just like write your experience and skills. It's much more complicated. You need to put everything in better in one page, and you need to add only important stuff. You need to add only that stuff that this company needed. So one more tip for people: if you're applying for some company, you should change your resume, your standard resume, especially for this company. If they are looking for this type of developer, you should change your CV with this type. I mean, for example, if some company is working in medicine, you should add some information with your knowledge of this concrete area. For example, if you worked with other medicine stuff, or if you even worked in some other companies that related to medicine, you should add this info. They will know that you also have some experience with this area, and it will give you some pluses also. So what I mean is, when you're applying, you should change your resume, especially for this company. Not just sending your standard resume to 100 different companies. No, you should change your resume for every company. This will like rise your chances to be a real candidate for this company, like 200%.
Yeah, I totally agree with this, because maybe there is a little bit more effort to do this, but if you are interested into a company to do a dedicated CV, it's better. Of course, of course, I repeat this. We are not here to cheat, so maybe put something that is not real. But maybe, yeah, if you, as you said, if I had an experience in medicine and there is a medicine company, it's good to insert that, so I can maybe highlight that experience, because maybe because that's that matters to them. Yeah,
it can matter more than some other experience of other candidate, because they will know that you are closer to this area, and it's better for them to hire you, not another person. And you also spoke about that this only tips, not cheats. So it's really bad where when people are cheating and adding some info that it's not true, because when you're actually interviewing with, not with HR, but with some person from IT, with senior developer or team lead, for example, he will ask you much more harder stuff that will relate to code. And if you will not be able to answer these questions, it's not a good thing, because you will put this info in your CV and you can't answer these questions. So why are you doing this? It's not a good thing, because also because maybe you don't know, but different recruiters have their lists of candidates, like blacklists. And if you're like, if you're lying to a recruiter, they can add you to this blacklist, and other recruiters will check this blacklist before interviewing you. And if you're in this list, it's very high chance that they will decline your application like before interview. So it's totally bad idea.
Yeah, and I've been there, because I interviewed people, and maybe I asked some questions, not to make them in difficulty, but because there is written in the CV that I have been experienced with that. So can you talk about that experience? And say, but I know nothing about that. So it's I think the most important thing is the trust between the people. This is not only about to getting a job, but in general. So in my opinion, as I said, from the point of view of an interviewer, if you lie to me one time, then you can lie for anytime. It's like it's like law. It's like when you when
Yeah,
you talk to a judge. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know about small companies, but for example, in big companies, like from this fang, like Google, Facebook, they are not actually looking on your tech skills. They are looking for good people. Uh, if you don't know some language, they will teach you. It's not a problem, but they are looking for good people. If you have very good soft skills, it's much better than if you know like few languages. They can teach you languages. It's not a big problem really. But if you're a bad person and you will not be able to work in team, why do we need you? We will get another person. We will give him like 2 months.
Yeah.
He will learn this language and everything will be better. So soft skills are usually even more important for companies that have uh, like bigger value on this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes we call them soft skills, but maybe they are more more important than I don't know if the opposite is hard. I don't know, but
Yeah,
someone suggested to call them like human skills instead of soft.
yeah,
So
I
but
agree.
yeah, it's they are really very important, and I think that this is even more important for development because our technologies they change so fast that you can be very good at one technology, but in 3 months this can totally change. So yeah, I think companies. I hope that companies they invest on have their people always updated. That's it. So
Yeah, sure. And also, there's a big problem, especially with African countries, countries like from Asia, uh, also from Russia, Ukraine, is when you don't know English language at all. It is a big problem because nowadays, even in Ukrainian companies, you need to have at least intermediate level at English just to speak with your team, with some customers. If you don't know English, it is a big problem because your salary will be much lower or you will not even get a job. So it's just, I saw a lot of
yeah, and
people
also
that,
and also let me make a joke. Stack Overflow is even in English, so it can be
yeah,
harder. So I don't know. I say this as a non-native speaker, so I totally understand all the struggles. If you see maybe the first interviews that I made on this channel, I had not that practice. So maybe I've read English, studied on English text, watched a lot of tutorials, but now I'm making practice. I hope that I've been now I'm a little bit better. But yeah, so what you say, I think it's important for you. Yeah, of course.
yeah, it's, I mean, I'm not good at English also. You can
Yeah,
hear this
yeah,
from this interview.
yeah. I hope that this tip is even more important by given to not native speakers. We are both not native speakers, but yeah, what you said is
Yeah,
important.
yeah, because I'm not good in English, but I can discuss some simple stuff. For example, if the customer will ask me to create some website, I can discuss some different stuff, even like, but when people you're using Google Translator to speak with other people from other countries, it's not good because many customers from US, for example, like to speak with you live when they're discussing their app, for example. And if you will not be able to speak with him, you will not get this job. And it's not good. That's why, um, I mean, I think every company, every big company that working with foreign customers, they hiring only people with intermediate plus level of English. So it's really, really important.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, yeah. For example, yeah, I still remember. For example, one time we hired a person which was not a developer, but was he studied like languages. So maybe he was not expert in development, but he knows like 4 or 5 languages because he studied languages
Mhm.
at university. And so this was maybe a better person than a developer which didn't know English, for
Yeah,
example.
sure,
So
sure.
yeah,
If you will give him like a few months, he can learn some technology and practice with it and work like easily. But when you don't know the language, you will not be able to learn this language in 2 months. You will need years. So
yeah, and I also think that also this is an attitude to if you want to learn a language little by little, maybe at least like checking for. So I think that as I did, for example, because now I'm making practice with this kind of videos. But maybe just if you watch tutorials, if you read books in English, you can get a little bit. We are not talking about the perfect pronunciation. We are talking about understanding and getting understood. We're talking about this, of course.
Yeah, listening music, watching movies, and just practicing, more practice. Because if you like just studying new words, it's not helping. You need to practice all the time, learn some new stuff. Practice and practice. It's like coding. If you're just watching tutorials and you're entering tutorial hell, I mean, you will not learn actually. You'll just look these tutorials, and the next day you forgot everything. So you will need to practice both in coding, in learning English, in any other activity. Practicing is a key to success.
Yeah. And also you can say what I'm actually doing. So you can call your developer friends, have a good chat with them, post them on YouTube if you want, like I'm doing, or whatever you want. But this could be an idea. Yeah, I'm also doing this also to improve my English. I admit it. Yeah,
sure.
It's useful. It's
a good idea.
Yeah,
it's a good idea to practice.
Yeah. Especially in this year, maybe in the next one. I don't know if you are in lockdown now or not. I've been 2 months, but
it probably will start next year from January.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. So thank you for this, because I think this call interview, I don't know how to call them. This is talking with serious. I think this will be very useful, because I hope that we can give sometimes a little difference, maybe in your CV, maybe 5 more minutes can really make the difference. So if you studied for months, years a technology, you can use some of your time to improve your CV.
And also maybe you remember I had a web page about job opportunities. I'm working on it currently. I'm upgrading my parser. It's not automated because I want to get only good job opportunities. So I will post it very soon, I think. So it may be also help people to apply to these jobs, to get jobs. And I saw you posted different lists of links with job boards, with job websites. I just want to say that it's really helping, because I've received like 2 messages from people. They have found their jobs only because of these lists. They checked your lists, some other devs lists. They just opened these websites, applied, and it's really helped at least 2 persons to get a job.
Wow, even 1 person is really a lot, but 2 are really it's really great. I think that we are working like on different sides on this mountain. Because I'm giving like some links, and instead you are you are talking to them, so maybe you are helping them directly. So
actually maybe you also remember I've asked people to send me their CVs. I will review it, maybe said what to improve, what to add. We spoke with Ro, I think, several months ago. I also helped her a bit. She did great, but there was a couple of mistakes, and she got a job like easily. She can these little improvements can be a big value when you're applying. And I will also continue this thing. I will create also a page where people can put their CV and receive some feedback. So I think it will help some people to get their first job.
And please let me tell you, thank you from all of them. Please, if Stas has been really helpful for you, please leave a comment, follow him, give credit, because sometimes I think yeah, it's useful also to get. For example, yeah, I would be happy to receive those messages from those two people, for example, directly. Now I'm talking to you. Sometimes maybe you just check this list, maybe check these tips, but you don't give feedback. But if that person has been useful for you, I am sure that you are, please leave a comment to him, help him in any way that you can. Yeah, in any way that you can. Yeah. So I think
Yeah,
this is useful to keep going doing that thing. Yeah. So
we are
you
doing
understand.
the same things. Some of us helping with code, some of us helping with jobs, but we are like doing the same thing. We are helping people. I've also posted recently a post that some people helped me this year, and I also trying to help other people. When you're like checking some threads, like 100 days of code, you see a lot of fresh developers that they are also lost in this journey. They don't know where to look for like some tutorials or what to do next. It's like very important. It's like, you know, you'll spend 1 minute to give some answer to this person, but it can totally change his journey.
Yeah. Even 5 seconds, I think, is enough. So
Yeah.
if you're fast, you can
Just,
hit like leave a comment and control enter. You can leave a comment. Yeah, this changed my life
yeah.
when I discovered the control enter on Twitter. This changed my life basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this can really be helpful. But even like, when you're scrolling your your feed in Twitter, just put some likes, just leave some small comment. It will be very very good for this person to receive this message from, especially if you have like a lot of followers, you're like influencer, and if you're posting some comments for another person, it's like best day in their lives. So you'll spend like this 5 seconds. It was nothing for you, but it can be really helpful for these people. So I really think that that community is also great,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah. Yeah.
it will grow in this helping area too.
Yeah. Yeah, this community is great. Yeah, and I recently I've posted a lot on Twitter about that, to support content creators like them. For example, when I
Yeah,
started my YouTube channel, I will increased a lot the likes and comments on other videos, because I know now the struggle that there is behind that. Because of course we all
sure.
have families. I've heard yeah, your daughter in background. Yeah, we have heard. I don't know if I can remove that, but maybe I leave that, because yeah, we have families, we have difficulties, we have
Yeah,
problems, like every human. If we have like some thousands of followers on Twitter, this means nothing basically.
nothing.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
nothing.
yeah. So that's it. So it's what you say. I totally agree with that. Please help him. Yeah. So thank you, Taz. Where can we find you, follow you? Because we're saying that, for example, you are also on LinkedIn. Where can we find you?
Basically, I'm posting on Twitter mostly
Mm,
nowadays. I will
okay.
grow my presence in LinkedIn and some other social medias, but I think at this moment Twitter is my main page. Uh, Everything I'm posted in other social medias, it will be also shown in Twitter. So just follow the Twitter page, and you will know everything about me, about my stuff, about job opportunities I'm posting, about my help for developers. So
Yeah.
Twitter is like my
Yeah, I think that if you are
main
looking,
source.
yeah, I think that if you are looking for a job, Stas can be one of the best person that you can follow. So do that, and
Maybe
there are a
maybe
lot.
not the best, but
Yeah,
I'm doing my
you are
best.
one of, yeah, in my opinion. So this is my opinion.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's very good for me. Thank you.
yeah, it's true. Yeah. So, and do you have any plans for the next year? Because we have talked about this maybe before recording. If you want
Uh,
to talk about that, I don't know if you want.
sure, sure.
And then we after we can say goodbye. Yeah.
This year was very good until October or November when I was ill. All the year was good. I had a lot of plans, but these last months weren't actually good. I like pausing some of my projects, pausing some of my stuff I did, and I will move this to the next year. So starting from 2021, I think I will release a new course about how to get a job, how to create great CV, some stuff about freelancing. Uh, I hope it will be in a small cooperation with other people, experts in these areas. So this course will be like a good stuff to learn if you want to get your first job, if you want to have a great CV, if you want to look for a new job much faster, much easier. So I will do all of this stuff in one course. So you'll instead of like looking for tens of articles, you'll get just this PDF file, and you will know everything. This is like one of my main things for the start of the next year. Also, of course, I will try to improve my coding skills because I want to become a full stack developer. I will work a lot on my personal projects about these jobs website. I have a few other things to create. So yeah, sure, I will try to improve like a developer. I will also try to rise a lot my help for other developers. I want to grow my profiles in different social medias, to get more people, and I'm posting some stuff. More people will see these advice, these tips about how to get a job. So yeah, a lot of stuff for the next year, and maybe also share some of your plans.
My plans.
Just a few maybe.
Usually I've discovered that when I talk about my future goals, basically I fail. So I'll just be generic now. I want to focus on YouTube, so please subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm becoming a very good YouTuber. So and want to interact more. I have some ideas, of course, of technical videos, but I'm not gonna reveal anything now. So that's it. And grow on socials. I really want. I really want to talk about. I want to talk about a strong connection instead of weak connections on socials. So what I'm doing also now, finally with you. I'd prefer really 100 people that I've talked with. As I hope that I can manage to do this challenge. And I don't know if you have watched that video.
You already passed like halfway already, so I think
almost.
Almost halfway, but I think everything is fine right now.
And in my opinion, it's better to have 100 almost friends, virtual friends, that 100 key of followers that you don't even know. So this is my opinion.
And you have great guests, so it's all the time great to see your new videos. Every day, new videos.
As you, for example.
Thanks. And starting from next year, or maybe even this year, I don't know exactly, but I will also post my goals, everyday goals, like I did it this year.
In GitHub tables.
In March.
In GitHub tables, of course.
Sure.
Perfect.
Actually, I thought about creating my own app for this, just to create some posts like this table, but with better look. I will do this stuff too, because I want to tell like the truth to people, and it's helping me a lot. When I post these tables, my productivity growth like 50%, I think, because I knew what I need to do today, and I wanted to achieve this stuff today.
I still remember that sometimes you even come back to that post and say done. I love that.
It's because when people like saying abstract things, I want to learn coding next year. it will not work because you haven't some concrete goal.
Yeah, I want to learn a language, something like that. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it haven't these steps because it's very abstract. When you have some concrete steps, you're doing them every day and you're growing every day. If you have some abstract thing, you can say like, today I don't want to learn. I will learn tomorrow.
I think that for first you need a specific goal. You don't need I want to do a sport. You need to be more specific. It's okay to think like that, but then you need to be more specific. One thing specific, focus on one thing.
Usually when you have some schedules, when you have some goals, concrete goals, your productivity growing a lot. This is my personal experience during this year.
Yeah, this
gives really helps.
Yeah, this gives a purpose, basically. So now you know why you are doing this.
Sure, and I will continue.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, for example, so there are many things, and maybe you need a specific goal to start. It's better.
Actually,
it's better.
I like when people also sharing this stuff. When people saying like this 100 days of codes challenge, it's a really good stuff because it's doing the same. People are posting what they're doing every day. They have some special goals for this day, and they're doing these goals, and it's helping a lot to learn. So if some of our viewers don't use this thing, I highly recommend to start setting goals for each day and follow them. And you will be able to see at the end of the year if you succeeded to make these goals or you failed. And it will be like a good analysis of your everyday activities.
Yeah,
it's a really good stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree with this, Stas. Thank you for being here. It has been really a pleasure finally to talk to you.
I'm really happy to be here to speak with you live because we only chatted in Twitter.
We've chatted so long. I can't even imagine how much we have talked in March and in February and March. We spoken every day. Now now a bit less because maybe you are a bit busy. I don't know, but now finally we have talked almost in person. I'm happy. I'm really happy about that. Best of luck with anything.
I would be really happy to spend more time to speak live with different people. I saw every day a lot of videos from different developers and they're speaking between each other, and it's a great content for new developers because they're discussing very important things. So I will try maybe starting from next year to also attend these talks to share some useful info.
Perfect.
Maybe you will start your new challenge to get.
There will always be a challenge. This challenge should end on the 1st of February. And then I have already people saying, "Oh, but what next?" But I'm choosing my challenges, so there will be another one, maybe even bigger. Because, for example, the first one, it was 11 videos, the running videos. This is 100 videos, so there's always time for another, harder challenge. So no problem with that, of course.
But maybe you will try to get a new video all the year, every day.
I don't know.
It will be a great challenge.
I don't want to say that because otherwise you say people now you have to do that. So when I make a video challenge, I know that I have at least I have one chance to do that. So let's see in the future. Okay,
but these challenges are great, and I'm really glad to be here to speak with you. I hope you will finish your challenge successfully. You will interview with 100 people because they are really interesting. It's very interesting to see all of these developers live because I also didn't spoke with some of them, and now when I see your videos, I know them because of your videos. I know them better, and they are becoming my friends also just because of your videos, and that's great.
Thank you for this compliment. This is really a great compliment, Stas. So thank you.
Great.
So,
thank you too. Thanks for everyone for watching this.
I
think we will meet in Twitter.
Of course, whenever you want.
With all of these people.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, so that's great. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye everyone.
Wait a second.